Wars are fought on battlefields, but some wars are also fought internally. Iran is such an example. As ceasefire talks drag on, the regime is executing its own people faster than at any point in decades. Today, the United Nations said Iran has executed over 20 people since the start of the war in West Asia. Let's take the case of Pooya Gubadi, a 33-year-old electrical engineer from the western city of Sonkur. In that video, Gubadi is seen singing. The video was filmed in the last week of February. 5 weeks later, Gubadi was dead. He was not alone. A second video, also smuggled out of the prison, shows 6 condemned men singing resistance songs together in the prison yard. All 6 were executed. One of them, Vahid Bania Marian, had recorded a final statement on a phone smuggled into his cell.
It is time for the world to correct the failed and disruptive policies of the past decades, policies which have only fueled massacre and devastation in Iran. How much more suffering must there be before the world moves beyond words of concern to decisive action?
In the months before the war, the Iranian regime committed massacres to suppress a series of nationwide protests triggered by soaring inflation and the collapse of the rial. An internet blackout was imposed to prevent the voices of protesters from reaching the outside world. Among those executed in the first wave was Saleh Mohammadi, a 19-year-old wrestler. He was hanged in the city of Qom on March 18th, the day before Iran's New Year. Rights groups say confessions were extracted under torture and that their trials did not meet basic fair trial standards. And then there was an 18-year-old musician, Amir Hossein Hatami, was arrested on January the 8th and accused of committing arson against a Basij paramilitary base in Tehran. He was hanged in Ghazel Hesar prison. The charges used to justify these executions were waging war against God, armed rebellion against the state, corruption on earth, and acting against national security. UN Special Rapporteur on Iran has noted that these crimes are defined so broadly that almost any form of protest can fall under them. Charges are frequently brought without sufficient evidence in courts that lack transparency. Amnesty International, too, has been unequivocal.
It is unconscionable that even as the population is reeling from conflict and mass bereavement amid the ongoing aerial bombardment by Israel and the USA, the authorities of the Islamic Republic of Iran continue to weaponize the death penalty to eradicate dissenting voices and further terrify people.
Iran was quick to reply.
Trump was misled once again by fake news. The women who were claimed to be on the verge of execution, some of them have been released, while others face charges that, if convictions are upheld, would at most result in imprisonment.
Information about arrests, charges and sentences in Iran are difficult to verify because the country's justice system is neither transparent nor public. One woman named Mahboubeh Shabani was charged because she allegedly used her motorcycle to transport injured protesters to hospital. Well, the world has been watching Iran through the lens of missiles and warships, ceasefire talks and blocked straits. But inside Iran's prisons, repression is still being waged, one person at a time.
The world moves fast. Power shifts. Unexpected developments. Changing alliances. Every day brings a new headline. But headlines are only the beginning. Because behind every story, there is context. There are consequences and there are questions worth asking. Find the answers. Understand the story. Take on the world. This is Himkor Saroya for Firstpost Vantage.